Bu, mulai men. Mulai bola aja men. Kan noob.
Gua pun awal aja bos.
Iya.
Nanti lagi.
Oke.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well,
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
It's a little off target. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely spread. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Cross from Hakimi.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Crossed in once. There's the header.
What do?
Oh, no, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly
mabuk.
It's just the way it is.
Mabuk lem.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Marquinhos tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's João Pedro. Foden. And here's Mbappe, laid out to the left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the finish!
Iya, tuh siapa tuh? Esposito tuh.
They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Masih aja kayak gini dia nih.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Saliba. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted. Martinez receives it in a wide position. Thinks about the shot. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He is through here. Here for strength in numbers.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Messi. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance!
Yeah!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Comes up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ambitious ball here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Anjir.
Manchester United
Hello, guys.
looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Now it's Pedro. Could move up a gear here. He's through here. They're urging him to shoot. Dumfries deals with that comfortably. That pass isn't the best. Oh, super ball. Bruno Mendes gets his head on it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Pedro. Foot in. Messi. Now it's Pedro. And it's Mendes. It's a good-looking delivery.
Kebanyakan gaya kita.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Good strike, quite an alarm. Calhanoglu. DiMarco. Threads one in. Zielinski gets into a good position. And it's been taken short. Zielinski and the shot! Oh, Inter! And the comeback is complete. You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And here's Messi. Great vision. Early ball out from the back. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Okay, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21.
So off we go once more.
Number 27.
Calhanoglu gets across and deals with it. He's ended up in no man's land. DiMarco. Barella. Beckenbauer. And it's Calhanoglu. Bastoni. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Hakimi has it in a wide position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Calhanoglu, can he get it through? That is good alertness. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And back to the keeper. Marquinhos. DiMarco. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Zielinski.
Zaleski! Anjir!
And a collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Bisa.
Looking to play him in. He's got away.
Bengkel bawah.
Changes him. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. That was very necessary.
Match was £71,650.
Lovely feet. Rafinha. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there's a probing ball.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kapas.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Zielinski.
Dale!
It's a promising position. Barella!
Alamak.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Barella actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zielinski. Zielinski stood his ground strongly. And he's
Niat
found
ya.
a way to Martinez!
Anjir.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And this is Chalhanoglu. And a chance! And another try! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! Oh, that's well done, really
Yeah.
robust. Zielinski, 75 minutes played. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely aimed pass. Bastoni. Chalhanoglu. Now Martinez. And he cuts out the supply.
Aduh, pelanggaran cok.
Van Dijk. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. And it's made its way to him. Zielinski.
Jelek kali umpan.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he's picked it up out wide.
Such good technique.
He has found a way through. Marquinhos. This looks promising. Oh, well played. Barella. Zielinski. Dink through. He's found a way. And Martinez!
Anjir, tackle.
And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. Neymar!
Anjir.
There's the shot! In for the pieces! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And it didn't take him long, just sitting on the bench and wait. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Which is somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Inter can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining...
Halo. Belum. Bisa main ya? Masih ada pakai Juventus kan? Waduh, nggak bawa back. Waduh, terus kelupaan. Oh, ada back kanan. Cik lah cok. Pakai papat dua jago. Sok jago. Alah.
Baik dari Queen.
Bisa serius. Gua punya Martinez jangan ketok.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter. Otto. Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know. They've always been a massive part of his game.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zielinski.
This is the time you need that pace.
Openda is onto this. Pavar. And it's Brozovic. And it's Zielinski. Great skill, that's nice.
Anjir nggak jelas itu.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely neat pass. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Brozovic. Out towards the flank. And it's Brozovic. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. Genie. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Sucic. Openda was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
In towards the back stick. Nakata. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Threads one in. That'll be a throw-in. He's made sure that's not getting through. Martinez. And Sucic. Well, that looks a decent ball. Played in with purpose.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Swings in across. Zielinski.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Knocks it into space. Played in deep.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Zielinski. And it's Serginho. Zielinski. Good ball, good take. And again.
Aduh.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Tenangan tai.
Distributed tidily. Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. Sucic. And it's Sucic. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Cannavaro. Nakata. Oh, they could break here. Dink through. Openda.
Wah, anjir. Oh, curang dia, Cuk.
He scored! The breakthrough strike.
Pelanggaran.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish.
It
looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Pelanggaran dia, anjir. Jancuk nih.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Neatly clipped into space. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's gone for goal! Fantastic from Martinez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's shifting through the gears here. The half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely...
Chance!
Goal! Inter! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Martinez flings it across.
Martinez umpan.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Martinez driving forward. Cannavaro, foot in. Here's Brozovic. Sucic.
Cikampret.
Ricci.
Aduh.
Can he spark a counter here?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Openda receives it in a good position here. Openda who's steaming. Openda! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's out for a goal kick. Challenge just a bit on the
Oh,
firm
kasar anjir.
side. Well read, nice interception. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes. It's the cutter!
Woi,
That was a matter of inches.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a
belajar
big
dulu
sigh of
sama
relief here.
Lautaro
Really
dia
spiked
nendang.
that. Wasn't far away at all.
Nah, kata Mirzani itu.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nice looking ball.
Kupret.
Ricci.
Anjir.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Sucic, given the lift of his goal. And he stands tall, impenetrable. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Brilliant! A finish
Ya
right
nih
from the
main
top
maestro
draw.
lagi satu tuh.
And this is getting
Legend
better
Inter
and
tuh.
better.
Tuh.
A true
Sempit.
beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless.
Sepertinya
Clearly
nganga.
a training ground perfectionist.
Anjir.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they...
Decent
Iya
chance!
tuh cowok.
Relentless! Just
Lautaro
relentless!
original.
And they are pulling clear here.
Ada
Speed
ada.
of thought, efficiency
Ngapain
of
lagi
movement,
kamu?
and certain. And that's it.
Nah gitu.
With that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Kasih kak. Tadi kasih koin 50. Kita istirahatkan. Ini pakai elevas. Back 3. Sini ada sepedanya. Nyerang ini. 30 menit pertama nyerang. Lawi cukup. Tidak cukup.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a
Wah,
vociferous
wasit.
keeper.
Bayar nih.
Oliver
Aku bayar
Kahn
wasit nih
would be
tadi.
perfect for me.
Zaire Emery. Dumfries.
Anjir Dumfries.
Eder Militao. Nakamura. Played out towards the right wing.
Anjir. Dari mana
It's
tuh?
Nakamura. And it's Azar.
Aduh.
He's going for goal! And that certainly packed a punch. Knocks it into space. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Di Marco si penembak burung. Aduh. Sombongan nih. Sombong kalian nih. Ingat. Sombongan juga hanya milik Tuhan.
Rijkaard. And Guardiol. Dybala. That's Rijkaard. Into the man for a free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Anda main di kampung kayak gitu dah.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Dumfries kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is a little undercooked. Zielinski.
Kamu tidak
Still
bisa diajak.
goalless. Zielinski. Nice sequence of passes this. Martinez.
Anjir, jago
Vital. And here's Zielinski. Great
POS
shot!
positif. Ah, kampret lemah kali dengan.
Now, what about a counter-attack? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's had a fair tumble
Oh,
under that challenge.
Rasarto.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And here's Zaire Emery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pengen aja dia.
Brilliantly cut out. And the pass is intercepted. Tries from a long way out. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Pemain-pemain dan rekam pada berkumpul.
That has not gone well.
Anjaaayyyyy really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, it's a great ball here.
Yeah,
and
the
Martinez! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Martinez.
Oh, beautifully
Everton
dispatched.
sudah
There
tua
was no
nih.
reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No way through there.
Dia teman.
Dumfries.
Anjir.
It's Lewandowski. Oh, good spread. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he's forced to go back. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's DiMarco. DiMarco, who's on a run down the left wing.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. That's going to be a booking.
Kita sudah libatkan sekarang. Sudah apakah dia? Waduh, lurus.
That's got him rattled.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Denzel Dumfries. Dybala. Looking for options for movement. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Zielinski. Inter Milan looking to pass them. He's tried one!
Waduh, kasar maning. Merah. Merah itu darah.
Eder Militao has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal.
Udah main kayak rekam gitu dah. Apain harus nekos? Tapi alam saya jadi back. Bisa punya nakama. Itu pasti punya bleed color. Dia pasti punya bleed color gitu. Bukan murah.
It's an Inter free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. He's gone for it.
Anjir, tak
Oh,
macet.
nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Dybala goes on a charge down the left. Kupchu is always looking to break lines. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's a key interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Tries to pass it through. Martinez, chance for a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce. They were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nakamura. Now Van de Ven. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Lewandowski. It's a good ball out wide. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Great vision.
Anjir, kasih bola dia.
Decent chance!
Hey!
He's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first
Lihat
corner.
nih, back terbaik di dunia nih.
Nakamura with the short
Mas
one.
Tony, maju.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Zielinski receives it in a good position here.
Ambil kali.
Van de Ven. Kunde.
Ya.
Messi. 60 minutes played. It's a searching pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Calhanoglu. And it's Zaire Emery, looking tidy in possession here. Now it's DeMarco. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now the ball in. Punched away. He came in hard, very hard.
Asal sana sih.
And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. And he's in on goal.
Saya keluarin deh.
And that has put paid to that. And he's being shifted off it. He's had a shot! Calhanoglu. Dumfries. Martinez with 2 goals already to his name. Now it's Zielinski. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Now it's Raul. Kukçu. That's Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. That is a brilliant interception.
Anjaaayyyyy really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nakamura. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kunde could see a free kick for that.
Merah, kedua dia, 2 kali.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10. Numero 94. Numero 32.
Ambek main.
Il numero 18. Il numero 8. Neymar. Il numero 4.
Aduh, besok jam.
Now some movement on the bench,
Yeah,
and we are
yeah.
going to see a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's
Gets his head on it! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Leng.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively.
Kamu
He
bercanda,
really
Lemur.
wants to put this game to bed.
Viene sostituito
Sambil ngengek dia heading. Dobret.
Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Nicely weighted ball. A chance! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that,
per
Peter.
l'Inter. Numero 33.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Kukçu, and it's Nakamura. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's real chance. Corner number 2 then. Nakamura moves short. Lovely feet. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely aimed pass. And the shot's on here. Lewandowski! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Anjaaayyyyy really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Barella. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. And we're done. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other.
ada ikut juga. Yo, maafkan aku.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Indonesia have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up, and
here's a chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Zielinski. And here's Haaland. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Zielinski. And here's Lautaro Martinez. It's a loose ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking for a runner. Mignon gets rid without sophistication. Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Rooney. Knocks it into space. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. DiMarco. Now it's Martinez. Tries to play it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard pokes it out wide. Haaland. He's had it taken off him. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Zielinski. Now it's Rooney. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a nicely shaped ball. Martinez. Calhanoglu. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ibrahimovic. Half an hour played now. And it's DiMarco. Indonesia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Dumfries promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Rooney. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. DiMarco. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Zielinski. Inter Milan finding their passes. Rooney. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, that's been intercepted. Zielinski. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Zaire Emery. Cruyff. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. DiMarco. Calhanoglu. That'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Yeah.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Here we go again.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your breaks.
Tries a shot! Zaire Emery. Here's Zielinski. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Haaland. Pinged towards the front line. Owned beyond the defence. And Martinez! Big relief, he just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
The most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Martinez. And here's Zielinski. Rooney. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's shifting through the gears here. Martinez has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Calhanoglu! Oh, off the bar! Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Now he's got space here. Picked up Rummenigge! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is doing no harm at all.
He came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
And this is Ibrahimovic. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
And it's Calhanoglu. Rummenigge running with the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Zielinski. Haaland. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland out towards the flank. Short changes him with that pass. Rooney. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Zielinski picks it up out wide. It's up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now. Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's a little off target. Haaland. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in a great position here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, good spread. And it's crossed into the middle. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
And it's Zielinski.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Good ball, good take. Oh, good ball, shapes to shoot!
Substitution.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Searching pass he's played there. Neymar gets flagged offside.
Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Haaland. Oh, good-looking ball. And that interception was Most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's made its way to him. Just eases him off the ball. Rummenigge. And the through ball. He is through here. Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter can always...
Apa yung MB? Hah?
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he's forced to go back. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Pahala hangs in across. He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Yep, it's a corner. Brozovic, who's short. Lovely bit of skill. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Barella. Now it's Brozovic. Shapes to shoot! That's a half-decent try.
Brozovic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Inter Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Martinez! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Martinez. Over to the left. Now it's Barella. Oh, that's fabulous. Terrific header. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So we're still where we started right now. Shifted it to the flank. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, it's Batistuta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. It's a pretty loose pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta. And Martinez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cannavaro. A heavy challenge. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's trying the shot. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Costa Curta. And it's Barella. Here's Brozovic. Cannavaro. And Pavar. Brozovic. Zielinski. Looking for options for movement. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Barella. Now it's Batistuta.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, sweet feet. Played in deep. And he's taking no chances there. And he's had it nicked away. That is lovely. Can he finish? carried quite a threat. Cannavaro. And it's Zielinski. Brozovic. Back towards the middle. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, that's nice. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they've got a throw. Oh, this looks sharp. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more. That is Stuta! That was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Oh, that's delightful. Havar. And Brozovic. Now it's Martinez. Zielinski. He's picked his way through. And the shot! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Martinez. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Martinez. Barella has it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Aimed beyond the defence. Spread it left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Batistuta. Referee's given a throw. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Costa Curta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Stefan de Vrij. Now it's Barella. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Zielinski. Played into space. Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
So there's going to be another change here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Played out to the left flank. Good play on the left-hand side here. That is good strength. He was under real pressure there. Couple of changes then in quick succession. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Pavar. Cannavaro. Zielinski will set up 2 goals. Brozovic. Cannavaro. Zielinski. Bastoni, the man synonymous with solidity. That's a throw. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Stefan de Vrij. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And Pavar. Now, can they get him away? And it's Cannavaro. Zielinski. That's a cute ball. Cannavaro picks it up out wide. And he lines up a cross. And that has been cleared. Inter Milan have reclaimed it.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Stood up well to him there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Inter Milan finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Martinez!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Deep cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10, numero 22, numero 23.
Schneider plays it short.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 13, il numero 7. Schneider, il numero 4.
And that will be the final act. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Oh, he's missed!
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Costa Corta. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Cannavaro. Very nicely done. Good read, needed to be. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. There's the delivery. That's a decent clearance. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Zaniolo. Buxa. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. And it's Cannavaro. Here's Brozovic. Zielinski. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Brozovic. Martinez. Barella has it out wide and it's... Oh, smashing head! In he goes again! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That'll be a throw. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Camera. Always onto this. It's gone out for a throw-in. Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Martinez. He's in a great position here. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Zaniolo. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Zaniolo receives it in a good position here. Gets into some space. Lovely bit of skill. Elects to cross. A mighty effort!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Brozovic. Now it's Martinez. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that was very necessary. Pavard into Stefan de Vrij. And it's Cannavaro. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Camera. Zanoli. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Half-time getting close now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Costa Curta. Brozovic. Opts for safety. And it's Cannavaro. Cannavaro hurtling down that right flank. And here's Zielinski. Martinez. And it's Brozovic. Cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Out to the left it goes. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Batistuta. That is good strength. Batistuta. Now it's Barella. Zielinski. And here, Martinez! Eklenkamp. Camera. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Martinez. Distributed tidily. Out towards the flank. Now, can they get him away? He's got tall. Harmlessly behind. Camera. Still just a single goal between the sides. Eklenkamp, can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camera. Pahala gets across and deals with it. Zaniolo! Decent hit from there. Cannavaro. And it's Zielinski. Not the most accurate pass.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.830
Zielinski.
spettatori.
60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pahala. Big chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Numero 23.
Udinese can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 18.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Kamara. In with the challenge. Batistuta.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Brozovic. Looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camera. Eklenkamp. And it's Brozovic. Zielinski. And he's picked out the run. Martinez could try cutting inside here. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Kabasele. Zanoli. Eklenkamp. 75 minutes played. Kabasele kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Camera. Zaniolo. And it's made its way to him. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Stefan de Vrij. And it's Brozovic. Now Costa Curta. And it's Barella. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Martinez. Eklenkamp.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Good ball, good take. He's having a go. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Mkhitaryan. Barella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, this could be a chance. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zaniolo. Zamora.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. Drives it in. And that has been clubbed away. Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's it. Inter Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Martinez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.
Waduh. PS9. Bulan PS.